It's your travel agent, David, and today we're going to be visiting the Main Street Station Casino and Hotel here in downtown Las Vegas. Now, this property began life in 1978 as the Holiday International Hotel and Casino, part of the Holiday Inn. Now, the casino, operated by Major Riddle, closed in 1980, and the hotel shut down in 1984 following a strike. Now, in 1987, it reopened as the Park Hotel and Casino, backed by Japanese investor Katsuki Manabe, but eventually failed to thrive. In 1991, Bob Snow, who also developed Church Street Station in Orlando, rechristened the location Main Street Station, investing heavily in Victorian theming it and coming up with rare antiques for it. However, it closed again in 1992 due to financial troubles and poor location. Now, Boyd Gambling acquired it in 1993 for around $16 million. And after putting $45 million into it, reopened it in November of 1996 as Main Street Station that we know it today, including a microbrewery named 777. So let's go check it out. Now, the resort, it blends Victorian decor with an eclectic collection of antique chandeliers, once at the Coca-Cola building and Figueroa Opera House, the Pullman rail cars, statues, and more here. It even includes a slab of the Berlin Wall uniquely displayed in a men's bathroom area. Now, with 406 rooms and a 26,000 square foot casino floor, it remains modest by Las Vegas standards, but it's packed with charm and local flavor. Well, that completes our time here, and I just want to go over a few pros and cons of staying here. So pro, affordable rates. It's one of the best values for money stays downtown Las Vegas, often significantly cheaper than strip hotels. The unique Victorian charm of this hotel is really cool. The 777 restaurant and microbrewery on site gives you a good place to get some drinks and food. And they have the buffet, which is pretty good. It's $27 after taxes to eat there. Easy access to Fremont Street, it's just a block away. It's a quiet area for a casino hotel. Free parking if you're driving. And then Boyd Gaming loyalty programs and clean and comfortable rooms. One of the great things about this hotel is its affordable rates. It's one of the best value for money stays here in downtown Las Vegas, and often significantly cheaper than strip hotels. It's got a unique Victorian charm and full of antiques. It's got a beautiful interior filled with chandeliers, statues, stained glass, and even Berlin Wall segment. Now, it's great for history buffs and photographers alike. It has the 777 restaurant and microbrewery on site as well. It's highly rated for casual dining and craft beer, a local favorite for food and drinks without having to leave the hotel. It has easy access to Fremont Street. It's like a block over. So from here, you can get to the Fremont Street experience in like a 2-minute walk via the Sky Bridge connecting the California Hotel and this casino. Now, it is quiet for a casino motel or hotel. It's more relaxed atmosphere than a typical downtown or strip casino, and it's ideal if you want to enjoy Las Vegas without nonstop noise and crowds. It also has free parking if you're driving. It's a rare perk here in Las Vegas. Complimentary self-parking for hotel guests and players, and game loyalty programs through Boyd. You tie her into the Boyd Be Connected reward system, which spans multiple properties nationwide. Also, it has a clean and comfortable room and environment. Though not ultra-modern rooms, they are spacious and well kept, often receiving solid reviews for cleanliness. Now, let's get into some of the cons. It has no pool or spa. So if you're looking for a pool or spa, you're not going to find it here. So you're going to have to go out to either Circa or to the Strip. The rooms, they tend to be dated, and the room decor kinds of be dated as well. The rooms are clean but basic, and if you prefer modern finishes or high-tech amenities, you're probably going to be disappointed here. Another one is there's no strip views or glitz. This is not the place for high-end glamour or panoramic Vegas views. It's more for charm and nostalgia. It has a limited nightlife and limited entertainment. There's no nightclub, no theater, no major shows on site. You'll need to walk or take an Uber to Fremont Street or to the Strip for late night fun. There is occasional train noise. The hotel is close to active train tracks. Some guests have reported late night or early morning noise depending on the room location. And the interstate is right on the other side of this part of the hotel, and it gets kind of loud. It is a smaller casino, so if you want a massive resort casino, this one's probably going to feel very small and limited for you as well. It's not ideal for first-time visitors wanting the Strip experience. While perfect for returning visitors or locals or first-timers that might miss the full Strip glamour and spectacle, you can come here. But it's the best for your budget travelers. It's best for history lovers. It's great for craft beer fans. It's great for people seeking a quieter Vegas experience downtown. And it's great for Boyd Gaming loyalists. Now, if you found this information helpful, please hit that like and subscribe button. It would really help the channel grow. And if you would like more information on Main Street Station or anything here downtown, please let me know, and I'll do my best to get the answer for you. So until next time, I'll see you next trip.